You can't learn how to swim if you don't never get in the water. I'm going to say that one more time. You can't learn how to swim if you don't never get in the water. So you may have some fears. You may have social anxiety. You may get nervous around people. You may, be an overthinker. You know what I'm saying? But the only way to get out of that, the only way to push through that, to overcome that, is you first have to take that first step. You have to get in the water. You have to get in the fire. You know what I'm saying? You have to get in the mix, get in the game, And it will be hard at first. But you have to remind yourself, hey, I won't be able to learn how to swim if I don't never get in the water. And you also have to tell yourself, look, if you look at a baby, right? They don't come out the womb walking. None of us came out the womb knowing how to walk or run. At first, before you can walk, you have to crawl. You don't just start walking, you gotta crawl first. You crawl, then you walk, then you're able to run, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta start somewhere. So the first step is to start. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. You have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. And another analogy to help you with that is to understand that in life, anything that's living is growing, it's evolving, it's developing, it's changing. And so if you're not growing, if you're not evolving, and you just staying the same, you might as well, you know what I'm saying? You're not evolving. What's the purpose of living? Right? I think Muhammad Ali had a quote. He said, man, if you 40 years old, you're doing the same thing at 40 that you were doing at 20, you wasted 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So the whole purpose, the whole point of life is for us to grow, for us to evolve, for us to develop. In the Bible, it says, as a child, I thought as a child. I spoke as a child. Talked as a child. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you think as a man. And so whoever's listening, you a young man, young woman, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere, any point in life, even if you're older, younger, and you're trying to grow and develop, you have to remind yourself, hey, I can't stay the same. And the only way to grow and develop is you have to step out of your comfort zone. I have an analogy I like to use, Think about if you were in a garden. Think about if you had a garden, a garden, right? And in that garden, you had, a bunch of nothing but apple trees. You had nothing but apple trees in this garden, right? And so an apple tree can only bring forth apples. So if you wanted to plant a new tree and all you had were apple trees are only going to produce apples, which will have apple seeds. So the only seeds that are available in your garden are apple seeds. So if you want to grow a new fruit, if you want to grow oranges, lemons, grapes, bananas, if you want to grow different grapefruits, any different kind of fruit, you won't be able to get that in your garden because all you have is apple trees. So the only way to get new seeds is you have to step out of that garden. And so the point of that analogy is to say, we can't just live in our comfort zone. We can't just stay in our little bubble of what we are comfortable with. Because if we do, we'll never be able to grow. We'll just remain with the same seeds that we have. So if we want something new skills, new knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, sometimes we have to step out of our comfort zone. So that's another analogy that can help you along your journey. When you're overcoming your social anxiety, your fears, your overthinking, you have to realize, hey, I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone. It's going to be difficult, but that's a part of the process. And the next step after that is building your confidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your confidence. And that could look differently for different people. But it goes back to knowing yourself. I talk about it in every video. You got to know yourself. In order to love yourself, you have to know yourself. In order to be confident in yourself, you have to know yourself. In order to build that confidence, you have to know yourself. And it's 4 things. First thing, you need to know where you've been, what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Really understand your past. You know what I mean? The next step is you have to know where you're headed. I always say, you know, the blind can't lead the blind. You got to have a vision. You got to have a vision for your life. Where are you headed? Number 3 is you have to know who you are. Right? If you could give yourself adjectives to describe yourself, who are you? You know what I mean? And then the 4th thing is knowing what you believe in. What are the morals, the principles, the values that you have? You know what I'm saying? And once you know those 4 things, now you're more self-aware. You know what I'm saying? And once you're more self-aware, you'll know how to build your confidence. The Bible, you know, King Solomon in the Bible, they say he's one of the smartest people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And King Solomon said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So how you think, your mindset. So for me, my confidence comes from, it's my mindset. How do I build up my mindset? Well, I build up my mindset by seeking out knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You seek and you shall find. You know, so you have to seek out that wisdom. You have to seek out, you know, ways to build your mindset, build your mentality up, you know. And a lot of times the spiritual is connected to the physical, which is connected to the mental, which is connected to the emotional, financial. It all goes hand in hand. So not only am I building up my mindset, I'm building up myself physically. Build up your physical strength, your physical endurance. You know what I mean? Your spiritual power. Pray, meditate, journal, you know. Those are all different things that can build your confidence, but you have to figure out what it is for you specifically that will build your confidence. So the first step, stepping outside your comfort zone. After you do that, build your confidence. That's step 2, which could be working out, reading, learning, you know, working out, you know, whatever that is that's going to build your confidence. And the 3rd thing is, I say it all the time, is who you surround yourself with, your circle. You can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with the chickens. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Assets or liabilities. Either these people can pour into you, make you better, or they could drain your energy. You know what I'm saying? They could try to tear you down and be negative, you know. So I surround myself with people that are positive, that are uplifting, and I do the same for them. And so that's ways that will help build your confidence, and that will alleviate that social anxiety so you can overcome it. Once you step outside your comfort zone, once you start building your confidence and you're hanging with like-minded individuals, you'll feel at ease. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you have to realize too, not everybody will be your cup of tea. You won't be everybody else's cup of tea. And what I mean by that is, not everybody is for you, and you're not for everybody. So you don't need everybody to be your friend. And in reality, not everybody will be your friend. That's okay. As long as you have, you know, you a handful of select individuals that, you know, you could kick it with, connect with. You know what I'm saying? That's all you really need in life. You know what I mean? You don't need the whole world to be your best friend. You know what I'm saying? I think we live in a day and age with social media, a lot of people seeking validation. You know, they seeking validation from people who don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? From people who they don't even like, you know. And to me, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So remind yourself, you know, you don't have to be, you're not for everybody. Everybody may not be for you, and that's cool. That's okay. Find your, you know what I'm saying, your group, your circle, you know what I'm saying, and kick it with them. So those are 3 steps to overcoming your social anxiety. If you got any value, if you learned anything from this video, like the video and subscribe, man. BigGameCham, you know the name, the most authentic in the game. Subscribe. I'm coming with motivational videos. Comment down below what you would like to see next, and I'll catch you on the next one.